Hello people, how are you? In this video we want to look at presentation, fetal presentation. What are we looking at? Obstetrics. So what is the presentation, fetal presentation? So basically the definition is that it is the part of the fetus which occupies the lower pole of the uterus. Whichever part of the fetus occupies the lower pole of the fetus, that is called as the presentation. So now with this definition, can you tell me what presentation you are seeing here? So where is the lower part of the uterus? Here. Okay. What part of the fetus is occupying the lower part of the uterus? The head. Okay. So this is a cephalic presentation. Head means cephalic. Head means cephalic presentation. Okay. Second one here. Lower part of the uterus. What part of the fetus is there present here? It's the buttocks. Buttocks are present. You're also calling it as breech. Very good. Now coming to the third one. Lower part of uterus. Who is occupying which part of the fetus? Looks like the shoulder and the back. I would say shoulder and back both are occupying. So it is a shoulder presentation. Okay, or there can be other things like just now you saw so many other varieties and so many complications can be there, right? The head with the hand or the buttock with the hand or shoulder with the hand or etc. So basically you have understood what the definition of presentation is. If somebody asks you what is presentation, it's the part of the fetus which occupies the lower part of the uterus, that is the pelvic brim. This is called as the presentation of the fetus. There are only three things that you have to know here. The cephalic presentation, which is the most common, the podalic one, which is the breech one, and then there is shoulder or other. Okay. So can you tell me guys, what are the three types of presentation? Cephalic, podalic, shoulder and other. Okay. Cephalic is most common, 97% let's say. Okay. When more than one part of the fetus is presenting, then it is compound presentation. So it will mix, it will say no, let me put one hand inside and one leg inside, etc., etc. It will make it compound presentation, complicate its own exit. Okay. Now look at this. In cephalic presentation, you have something called as a presenting part. So now we have gone one step ahead. From presentation, we are checking the presenting part. See, look at this here. All these that you see here, all these images that you see here are cephalic presentation. Okay, but the presenting part is different. Oh, the part of the head. Yes, part of the head itself is different. Look at this. This is a vertex presentation. This one is a vertex presentation. Again, this is a vertex presentation. This is a brow presentation. This is a face presentation. See how nicely face it is putting out to the outside world and trying to come out. Here it will come out with the eyebrows coming. This one is really bad, the eyebrow one. Face also they don't like much. Vertex is kind of nice. But in vertex also, this one is flexed, completely flexed. This is the attitude of the baby. This one they like. Okay. And this one is vertex with deflexed. Okay. So anyway, so now you have understood. What did you understand? Presentation is just one part, right? It is the part. Now within that presentation, there will be a presenting part. Now how do you define presenting part? Are you ready guys to define presenting part? It's very easy. Look at this. There is a presentation and then there is a presenting part. Okay. So the part of the presentation which overlies the internal os, that is called as the presenting part. Okay. For presentation, what did you consider? Lower pole of uterus. Lower pole of uterus for presentation. But for presenting part, the internal os. Okay. The presenting part is defined as the part of the presentation which overlies the internal os. Only here, whatever is there, that only will form the presenting part. So you have understood here. Right? What and all presenting parts you saw? Vertex. Yes, this is the vertex. Okay. Vertex is the presenting part. What is the presenting part? Here also vertex. Here the brow presentation. We don't like that much. Face. See how it is coming out. Its face is coming out first. I find that really like it's very curious to look at the world. It wants to look at the world when it's coming out. That is face presentation. So the presenting part is the face. Okay. Now this is about cephalic. So you have understood that there are three presentations that you should know. What are the three presentations? Cephalic, podalic and shoulder. Cephalic, you saw that there are presenting parts under the cephalic like vertex, very good, brow, face. Now let us go to podalic, that is the breech one. The breech one, come to the breech one people. This one. Now this is the podalic presentation. What is the presentation here? Presentation is, what is the presentation here? This is the presentation. The presentation is podalic presentation. Now what you are seeing here, presenting part. Now let's come to the presenting part. This is not that direct, okay? They have not told clearly in the textbook what the presenting part is. But at least some things that we can see. This is a footling presentation, right? A footling presentation. This is a breech with flexed leg. This is a breech with extended leg, okay? Now guys, you have understood one terminology. What terminology you understood, say? You understood what presentation is. Did you understand presenting part? You have understood. Now let us take just one more step, okay? What is position? Another P? Oh no, another P. Position. Okay, let's look at position also. This is the position. See, this is in cephalic presentation. The position is in relation to the maternal pelvis. See, this is very easily we'll say this is the occiput. Which one? This is the occiput is in the posterior position. The occiput is in the anterior position. This is the left occipitotransverse. This is the right occipitotransverse. So basically it's the mother. This is the back of the mother. This is the front of the mother. So the occiput, you can see the occiput. Where is the occiput? Here is the occiput. So the occiput is posterior. The occiput is anterior. The occiput is right transverse. The occiput is left transverse. So these are the positions. How many positions do you know here? How many can you see? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 positions they have shown here based on the maternal pelvis. So did you understand 3 terminologies in this video? Presentation, presenting part, and very good, position.